Extremes characterize Dubai. It's dazzling, full of money, and scorching hot. Crazy things like flying cars and snow resorts in the sunniest parts of the planet are possible because some individuals have a lot of money. Listed below are 20 completely outlandish attractions unique to Dubai. Number 20. Golden Toilet. You might expect to discover a golden diamond-studded toilet in Dubai or Trump Tower, if there was any place in the world like that. This bizarre artwork, displayed at Dubai's magnificent museum and art gallery, may hold the record for the most diamonds put on a toilet bowl. Setting new world records requires a wide variety of abilities, including the ability to concentrate on a single task for an extended period of time. It is safe to say that this world record belongs more to the second group. If we were rich, any of us could adorn a toilet with precious stones and gold. You could reasonably question if this is the most efficient use of these assets. The staggering total carat weight of the 40,815 diamonds set into this toilet seat is 334. Amazingly, that's $1.28 million for a bowl that people use for their toilets. That spot where folks gather to deal with serious matters. Considering that you can't see the toilet while using it, the color, heliotrope, brilliant gold, etc., likely matters little in terms of its practicality. Whatever the case may be, here we have another one of those bizarre phenomena that suggests there might be an excess of wealth. Number 19. Bugatti Veyron police car. I can't say for sure, but I doubt the police cars where you reside are as flashy as the ones in Dubai. Usually, law enforcement officers use a more conventional vehicle. Speedy BMWs and Mercedes, among others, are used even in the United Kingdom. In America, police cars are more likely to be large American brands like Ford, Chevrolet, and Dodge. Indeed, the models differ not only among states but also in relation to the specific police function they provide. All of this looks typical. Police cars nowadays are sleek and equipped with powerful engines that can handle any situation. Because Dubai does everything larger and shinier, with a more extravagant display of wealth than anywhere else on Earth, their police cars genuinely surpass nearly every vehicle on the entire planet. Consequently, it should come as no surprise that their police cars are supercars rather than ordinary, uninteresting sedans. The Guinness World Record for quickest police car ever is really held by them. Priced at nearly $2 million, the vehicle is the Bugatti Veyron. Also, the chief of the Dubai Police Department's Transportation and Rescue Unit has stated that the car's original purpose was not for display. It seems like it's merely a show to demonstrate how welcoming the Dubai police are to tourists. Indeed, being amiable is exactly what 253 miles per hour shows. Number 18. An underwater experience. As a nation, Dubai is all about having the largest, brightest, and most costly version of everything. So what the heck? So it's either go big or go home, huh? True, it has been recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records as the largest indoor aquarium in the world, which is one of their major claims to fame. The record now stands. The Titanic's enormous tank could carry a whopping 10 million gallons of water. Sea creatures, including sharks, rays, and all the fun ones, number over 33,000 and come from more than 200 distinct species. The aquarium's underwater zoo, where guests can learn fascinating things about the animals they've seen, is on the second level of the facility. As one would expect from a state-of-the-art educational facility with a substantial budget, it is staffed by marine professionals and provides a variety of interactive experiences. Yes, it is housed within the Dubai Mall. The underwater zoo was conceptualized by an Australian design firm. Surprise, surprise! Dubai is the place to go if you're an eccentric, elderly interior designer with big dreams and an unlimited money. In addition to the highly sought-after world record, this particularly insane plan has garnered a plethora of honors and praise and is very popular. Number 17. Abandoned supercars in Dubai. Having a ton of money allows you to do anything you want with your possessions and not worry about a thing, which is one of the most absurd aspects of having a lot of money. The phenomenon of people abandoning their exotic automobiles in parking lots and airports is apparently so widespread that it qualifies as an epidemic. What on earth is happening here? An estimated 2,000 to 3,000 high-end automobiles end up in landfills annually. People are becoming increasingly forgetful. You know the feeling. You park your car, come back a few hours later, and suddenly, you can't place it. The worst that can happen is that you glance down a few levels of a parking structure instead of abandoning it in some foreign land for all time. It baffles me. This centipede will crawl all over your face as you sleep until you immediately hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Number 16. World's highest tennis court. Now here's a fun one for you and your luxury sport of tennis, providing you don't suffer from vertigo. At 650 feet in the air, you'll find a tennis court that was formerly a grass helipad at Dubai's Burj Al Arab Hotel. You should definitely check it out. The lads and ladies whose job it is to pick up balls that are kicked out of the court have their work cut out for them. It must have been awful for them, or for any unlucky bystander who would have felt the consequent seriousness of the situation. These unique and pricey athletic items have, in a sense, secured their place in the annals by luring Roger Federer and Andre Agassi out to the court to hit a handful of balls. What a delightful and lawful method to become high in a nation where it can really get you in trouble. Number 15. Gold vending machines. You know the drill. It's the middle of the night. No jewelers are open, and the bank won't let you retrieve your preferred gold bar until 9 in the morning, even though you're desperate to get your hands on some beautiful, gleaming gold. Fortunately, when it comes to outlandish luxury vending machine products, Abu Dhabi is at the forefront. They have what you need if you're in a gold frenzy and can't wait for the stores to open. The Emirates Palace Hotel, a posh 5-star establishment, has this gold vending machine in its lobby. To even utilize this insane vending machine, you'll probably need a significant amount of cash to stay here. The 24-karat gold bars and coins aren't cheap, but the company selling them claims they're among the most competitive in the market. At least that's good news. Gold coins, 1, 5, and 10-gram bars, and the world's first gold vending machine are all available for purchase. You can use both cash and credit cards at this machine. Standing at a height of around 6 feet, its weight can reach 1,000 pounds, contingent upon the amount of gold contained therein. The theft you are most assuredly not plotting at this moment would benefit from all of this information. Number 14. The world's largest man-made island. Offering a variety of beaches is a certain way to entice tourists from all over the globe to your high-end tourist spot. When it comes to natural beaches, Dubai is woefully inadequate. They compensate for the absence of sandy beaches with an abundance of wealth. Everyone knows that those who have a lot of money can do pretty much whatever they want. Given this, it should come as no surprise that Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the man responsible for the most of Dubai's changes, initiated the process of creating a huge artificial island. In addition to fulfilling the UAE's lifelong desire to have the largest on Earth, this would also address the country's chronic beach shortage. This illogical plan yielded the Palm Jumeirah, with a staggering surface area of 46.35 million square meters. This group of 3 particularly twisted palm-shaped islands is larger than Paris. More than 1 million individuals will be able to find suitable lodgings within. Remember, you're in Dubai, so expect nothing less than the most posh and lavish accommodations imaginable. The city is famous for its several beaches and seemingly infinite opportunities to blow your budget. Number 13. The tallest building in the world. There used to be a lot of fuss over who had the highest building on Earth. It appeared like this is a goal that many nations had for their own citizens. But recently, it seems that the UAE has this area covered as well, just like all the other big and shiny items. One of the most impressive man-made structures in the world, the Burj Khalifa, has surpassed all others in height. The Burj Khalifa couldn't have come to fruition without some incredibly large figures. The fact that this structure is 2,716 feet 6 inches tall explains why it is called a vertical city. 12,000 individuals from all over the world worked on the building. It takes a lot of cleaning, 3 months to be exact, to cover it with 26,000 hand-cut glass panels. Number 12. Dubai to build the world's first temperature-controlled indoor city. For what reason not? It seems to reason that a complete indoor climate-controlled metropolis would make perfect sense, given that we have seen air-conditioned bus stations and ski slopes in the desert. Presently, there is no good reason to think about cutting back on energy consumption. Indeed, the Mall of the World is anticipated to attract 180 million visitors annually, and is actually being designed to be the largest retail facility in the world. A city's worth of space will be occupied by it. It appears to be quite reasonable to air-condition something of that size. In any case, no one ever steps outdoors. Taking design cues from world-renowned thoroughfares like Broadway in New York and Oxford Street in London, the proposed 48 million square foot behemoth would combine cultural features from all around the globe. In addition to the typical array of stores, it is planned to incorporate numerous theaters, cultural centers, and the biggest indoor amusement park in the world. Additionally, there will be 20,000 hotel rooms and a concept called medical tourism. Let me join the party. It sounds fun. Number 11. Dubai Miracle Garden. In the midst of a desert, there is a verdant garden growing which is truly a marvel. Thus, the name is quite fitting for this location. In a land that receives only 2.7 inches of precipitation per year, the morality of redirecting so much water to such a project in a desert terrain is up for debate. Right now, isn't that so? Designed to resemble Disneyland, the Dubai Miracle Garden is primarily composed of floral arrangements. Even if it has a lovely appearance, the site is not friendly to those who suffer from allergies. Since it opened on Valentine's Day 2013, this sneeze fest has averaged about 1.5 million people annually. With over 60 million blooms in bloom at any one time and rotating exhibits throughout the year, visitors to the self-proclaimed biggest natural flower garden will never get bored. This establishment is really a sight to behold, just like the items offered in Dubai. A life-size floral replica of an Emirates Airbus A380 was one of the delightful exhibits they've had. It was so out of the ordinary that our friends at Guinness had to come out and give it the title of biggest floral installation in the world. Considering those guys won't get out of bed for just any old gas station flowers, you know? So it was a huge deal. Number 10. Indoor ski resorts. A nation smack in the midst of a desert seems like the most logical spot to put a ski resort. So this one makes total sense. The wealthy, who are the ones who usually go skiing, would of course need a ski slope, no matter how incongruous the location. Ski Dubai is the name of the indoor ski resort. It's a total of 22,500 square meters of absurdity. In the midst of a nation whose yearly temperatures average between 20 and 37 degrees Celsius, the entire area must retain a temperature of -1 to 2 degrees Celsius. Keeping these temperatures at a steady freezing point would undoubtedly be sufficient to power a sizable nation. An 85-meter indoor mountain with 5 slopes of varied difficulties, about the height of a 25-story building, is one of the many attractions at this insane location. They even claim to have the first indoor black diamond run in the world, in case you're like that kind of stuff. Everything you'd expect from an outdoor ski resort is here. Ski lifts, sled and toboggan tracks, and even an ice cave, climbing towers, and enormous snowballs. The good news is that there are plenty of places to buy ski gear in the area, so there's no need to stress if you forget to bring it on your beach vacation. Add some penguins on top of everything else if it isn't crazy enough for you. Yes, you read that correctly. Penguins are frolicking in the desert. Number 9. Bus stops with air conditioning. Dubai is a city that loves cars and uses gas a lot. Most people probably won't use the bus because there are 1,000 ways to show off your affluence with your car. If taking the bus is your only option, at least you won't have to brave the scorching desert heat. What luck! Air conditioning is standard in the United Arab Emirates, even in the bus shelters. The convenience of air conditioning for those waiting for public transportation has been available since 2007. Every one of Dubai's 636 bus stops has climate control. Just behind them is Abu Dhabi, which is planning a slew of its own chilled facilities. Consequently, there's no reason to let something as insignificant as the desert sun spoil your fun. Number 8. Diamond and golden cars. Affluence and opulence are plain to see at every corner in this country. The place to look for an automobile adorned with gems and built of gold would be this precise location. But there's one little catch. It's really small. Selling a model of an automobile made of solid gold for nearly $7.5 million before it has even been manufactured requires an optimist, or maybe a gambler. German artist Robert Gulpen, though, seems to possess an opportunistic streak, since he suggested building a Lamborghini Aventador LP 704. Yet, at 25 inches in length, his version would really cost 16 times as much as a full-size counterpart. To sum up, you couldn't technically drive the car even though it was built of gold. Also, I'm at a loss to explain why this isn't completely insane. By building a smaller model of the golden car and sending it on a tour of affluent locations, Gulpen hoped to convince a buyer to commission the larger version. No matter where this miniature prototype goes, it must be housed in an unprecedented level of security, a bulletproof display cabinet. We can only pray that this glistening vehicle doesn't revert to its pumpkin form when the clock strikes midnight. Number 7. Museum of the Future in Dubai. The Museum of the Future looks to be just that, a museum of the future, existing only in theory at this point in time. The museum's overarching concept seems to be extremely contemporary when it does arrive. Visitors will supposedly be able to learn about a wide range of cultural and societal concepts, including the future of space travel, bioengineering, health, spirituality, ecosystems, and more, through immersive activities at this location. Things that will be useful in the future. There will be exhibits and displays centered around the theater, and it will be the most spectacular museum you've ever seen. It is Dubai, after all, so of course. Number 6. Amphibious car. The buying spree of Dubai's Crown Prince in 2014 was widely reported. On that specific occasion, he was buying 6 amphibious vehicles at top speeds reminiscent of James Bond. As is customary, naturally these vehicles aren't exclusive to Dubai, rather they were created by a Californian business called Watercar, which is run by a man named Dave March. The 2010 Guinness Book of World Records previously acknowledged him as the creator of the fastest amphibious car. As you undoubtedly know, there is essentially no further echelon to reach following such praise. The Crown Prince nonetheless decided for the brand new 2014 Python. This amphibious car could reach speeds of up to 60 miles per hour while submerged, thanks to its 450 horsepower Corvette engine. Its selling price was $135,000. Even at twice the price, it's a bargain. Buying the party bundle made me curious if he received any sort of discount. To top it all off, Dubai is brimming with the most ostentatious and costly goods. Number 5. The first flying car in Dubai. At long last, some exciting items from the future to whet our appetites. Eventually, all that cash has to settle on something other than coating everything in gold or creating an oversized replica of anything. The people of the United Arab Emirates now have a new mode of transportation, this tiny driverless pod. The concept of the driverless flying taxi is rapidly materializing in Dubai. These flying pods have been in the works for a while, shown in various shows and on the ground, and are expected to be ready for general release in 2022. So it's possible that Dubai is heading toward a future when everyone takes to the skies. Assuming you can stay on the ground and avoid the always congested streets caused by speeding supercars, I still think it could be safer to ride until they figure out how to make everyone stay in their lane. The Superbus, that is. Number 4. Superbus. Dubai is home to the 15-meter-long Superbus supercar. An oddball car-bus hybrid was conceptualized and built in 2011 by a group from the Netherlands Delft University of Technology. Dubai was chosen as the site to display the potential of this particular combination since it was considered as the perfect answer to the private vehicle needs of contemporary public transportation users. It boasts all the opulence and power of a supercar, along with all the creature comforts one would expect from such a ride. For its size, it's not quite as fast as a typical city bus, but it can still get you where you need to go very fast. The Superbus resembles a limousine in appearance and design thanks to its separate seats for two. This is most definitely not a Greyhound bus, therefore its seclusion and comfort are not an issue. The downsides are probably easy to see. It has a capacity of only 23 passengers, which is comparable to a minibus but far lower than a standard bus. However, its positive aspects are not to be ignored. Thanks to its specially engineered architecture, the Superbus can reach top speeds of 250 kph, 155 miles per hour, when traveling along a dedicated speed track. Consequently, sitting in traffic would no longer be an issue. Reduce pollution, improve congestion, and provide a higher level of safety for the discriminating, affluent consumer. That is the fundamental idea behind the 49-foot-long car. Another perk is that you'll never again have to worry about finding a parking spot. Number 3. Hotel with a designated turtle hospital. Good. Now I can put all that cash to good use without coating it in gold or adorning it with diamonds. The Turtle Sanctuary. And renowned Dubai Hotel serves as the headquarters for the Dubai Wildlife Protection Office's Turtle Rehabilitation Project. In its more than 15 years of operation, it has saved and rehabilitated about 2,000 turtles. The refuge receives its visitors mostly in the form of green and hawksbill turtles, two species that nest in the Arabian Gulf. Tragically, they frequently suffer injuries after becoming entangled in fishing nets or commercial fishing debris. On other occasions, these marine life encounters pleasure boats whizzing by in their ostentatious yachts and gilded speedboats. Living in the ocean nowadays is fraught with peril due to the constant presence of pollution, humans, and trash. There are a lot of risks. Therefore, it's great that this hospital is helping to clean up the free market economy's mess of excessive consumption and lax regulation. Turtles are having a hard time right now, but thankfully there are some people who are prepared to pay to keep these lovely animals safe. Number 2. Best Safari. Now, Dubai will do things the right way if they set their minds to it. In Dubai, you will almost certainly not find anything in a subtle or subdued form. It's all about employing the largest resources, breaking new ground in terms of luxury expenditure, and challenging preconceived notions of what is achievable. So what makes a safari here any less than ideal? This region of the UAE is home to a plethora of desert safari tours that cover every imaginable adventure. This is probably going to be perfect for you if you find great joy in the complete lack of water and boats. There are probably no exploitative desert experiences where tourists can smoke shisha pipes with local chiefs. On the other hand, falcon encounters and camel trekking are available for those who are more interested in animals. On the other hand, you can go on a typical sandboarding and luxury 4x4 adventure. On top of everything else, there will be outdoor fire pits, grills, and, for those who enjoy it, as many sunsets and belly dancers as your heart desires. Number 1. Exotic pets in Dubai. The possession of an uncommon or exotic pet is seen as a sign of social prestige, similar to many of the other peculiar things mentioned here. Those in affluent bracket tend to favor the extravagant and, to be honest, careless keeping of exotic pets. For instance, it was common to see rich people taking their pet tigers for walks on the beach. However, it's likely that most of the time they hired a professional tiger walker. Even while it's common to swoon in your supercar while driving around town, you might boost the ante by adding a cheetah peering through the sunroof or a huge animal in the back seat. The United Arab Emirates made it illegal to keep large cats as pets in 2017, which is a relief. So, I'm sorry to break it to you, but your convertible will no longer be able to accommodate crocodiles. Which of these ideas did you find most ridiculous? And what were your thoughts on the whole thing? In your hometown, which one would you most like to see? Just as before, fill out the comments section with all the details. Take a look at the other awesome stuff that's popping up, and I'll see you when we meet again.